Yeah. Can you feel it? Can you feel the Friday energy? Let's go. What is up? What is
I
happening?
am so happy. I am so happy. Adam is not here. We don't have the same casual Friday music. I'm very comfortable going into this music.
Look at that smile. So great to see D-Line feeling it. Everyone should be feeling it. It's a Friday, a casual Friday, a very light news day, but we'll get to that in a second. Introductions for those of you not familiar with the program, the faces, the panels. I got Harrison Wind to my left, my virtual, whatever. That's Harrison Wind.
Virtual, right?
Yeah. I gotta say, shout out Kale, because sometimes the music on our StreamYard shows is a little iffy, but the intro music today, flawless, absolutely flawless.
I'm in
Immaculate.
I do what I can with the equipment at my ability.
Shout out to Kale also being rendered in 16-bit graphics.
Right,
also,
yeah.
by the way.
The intro music, fire. The internet connection, not so much. But
Not fire.
What a day to decide you're just on the show now, Kale. We can't even see your face.
Okay, it's casual Friday, so sorry, everybody.
So that's super producer Kale. Below me, it's Eric, also known as D-Line, also known as Online. Eric, on a day like today, usually we would just toss it to you for an extended Online with D-Line. But now that you've got your own time slot lined up.
That's right. 3:30 MDT, online with D-Line. 30 minutes of absolute time waste, absolute time suck. Nobody's happy they watch it. Everybody's unhappy they do it. Come and join. It's going to be a great time.
What a pitch. What a pitch. I'm going to have it on. I got to go camping, finish up packing, but I'm going to have it on so I can giggle my way through my Friday.
Let's freaking go, dude.
Well, listen, fellas, there's just a little morsel of Nuggets news, if you will, today. And that's really it. I mean, one thing has happened in Nuggets Nation, Nuggets land since we last talked. Let's just cover that right off the bat, guys. Mike Singer tweeted out this morning that Nuggets Summer League legend Jimmer Fredette, the second stint is over, guys. The era has ended. And Harrison, I mean, we've only had 24 hours to process the news that Jimmer was on the team. Still not a Denver Nugget. Do you have any reactions?
yeah, I'm still processing the initial news. It was such a lightning rod into me. Look, so in the long run, this is going to be a good thing for the Nuggets, actually, because look, there's no sense in bringing Jimmer onto this Nuggets Summer League team. There's no reason to play a guy at Summer League who is not going to be on your G League team, is not going to be going for a two-way spot, is not going to be in the NBA next season. The reason he even was added to the roster, I don't even know if I can get into specifically, but it will come out eventually over this next week. But it was a late ad for a reason, and sure. I think it's going to be a good thing in the long run because look, now you can just play the guys that you put on this team. We were a little worried when we were talking about it at the tail end of yesterday's show. Does this mean Bones Highland isn't going to get the same amount of minutes? Does this mean Caleb Agata is not going to get the same amount of minutes? Now, we don't have to worry about that. They're just going to play the guys that they can and play the guys that they put on the team for a reason to watch them. Not Joe.
Eric, first of all, what was your reaction yesterday when that breaking news just cracked us all over the head?
I mean, I was like, what? And then I was like, oh yeah. And then I was like, okay. And then I woke up and I was like, oh, okay. So it was a real whirlwind of emotions. I was all over the place.
Can you take us through that again? But maybe no. Wow, that's crazy. Yeah, I mean, look, you could do some inferring at home, right? As we said, why would the Nuggets have there are guys to play ahead of Jimmer, so them signing him in the first place probably seemed like a sort of fail-safe backup option. Yeah, but now that's off the table as well. So, look, Jimmer, we hardly knew you, but gosh, do we appreciate it? It's like Austin Rivers, Jimmer Fredette, right? Neck and neck.
Well, that's not even true. We know thee very well, Jimmer. You've been on our summer league more than one time before. That's right. You're just it's a revolving door, a revolving Jimmer door. I'm upset that we don't get to loudly cheer for Jimmer, which is, by the way, I cannot believe that's his actual given name. How can Jimmer not be some sort of dorky nickname? It's a real name.
People have been talking about this for a decade, like D-line. This has to like register eventually.
I can't get over it. I just can't. Some things, as many times as you hear them, just never make sense.
It's still funny. I don't care.
It is still funny. Jimmer.
Yeah, so, short era. It was a lot of fun. Jimmer Fredette not going to Vegas with Denver. Jimmer, if you want to go to Vegas with us, we're around.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
I didn't even think about that. Jimmer, all this means is that Jimmer Fredette is available to hang out with us.
That's right. That's right. We'll get him on the show. This is a good question, and they're going to practice today after our time slot for the show. So doesn't help us much out today. Right now, but yes, they are going to practice.
That was the great news that came out of that release yesterday. Yeah, they signed Jimmer Fredette. They also signed this guy, Davon Reed. The coolest thing about Davon Reed, if you go onto his basketball reference page, his nickname, Mr. Dependable.
What?
I love it.
That's a good one.
I absolutely love it.
That sounds like an award Faku's won.
That sounds like a nickname I would come up with. PJ Composure and Mr. Dependable on the court together alongside Mr. Nugget.
Like you already made that shirt just in case.
Yeah, Mr. Dependable, Davon Reed. So I don't know if I'm guessing he's still on the roster, but he was a late ad as well. But yeah, that was the biggest news to come out of yesterday. They're actually practicing today. Yes, the Nuggets are practicing in like an hour here. So huge. That's a relief, man. That's a big relief.
Especially for people planning on going out to Las Vegas to watch the team. That is a personal big relief.
Well, I was going to say no one's more relief than Charles Class, the Nuggets assistant coach, who will be heading up this team in Vegas. I joked about it with Win yesterday, Eric, but just like good luck, coach.
Good luck.
Had one practice, and now you're off to Vegas. I'm sure you'll do great.
I think that's reasonable. I mean, these guys are professionals. We picked them up from God knows where. We've added guys like Jimmer Fredette. I mean, I think it's totally reasonable that they can just throw together a collection of random players and expect great things. So, yeah, I'm with you. Let's go.
So I think they're going to have 2 practices, today, tomorrow, and then they'll fly tomorrow, I think, to Vegas for their first game Sunday.
Okay.
Another update, I don't want to put this in stone because things with him can change in a hurry, but I think Bol is trending towards playing at Summer League.
Wow.
I think it's looking
Harrison
good.
bearing the lead here.
How many hedges can you build into one sentence? I think that he's trending towards leaning in the direction of playing.
Yes, I think he's going to be there.
Okay.
So that's exciting.
So sick.
There we go. That's more news. More news for the news hungry at home. That's about it in Denver land, though, guys. So obviously we'll keep you updated with those practices as they happen, and we'll be on the ground in Vegas having some fun. For now, let's go around the rest of the league, guys. We do have some news trickling out here late into the afternoon. Does my chair when I move in it and it farts? Do you guys hear that?
First off, yes, we hear it, and second off, I don't even believe you're sitting in a chair.
Yeah, I'm just squatting.
A very small chair. Yeah,
it's so small. It's comically small, actually. I don't know why I haven't swapped it out.
I need to see this chair, dude. I need to see this chair.
I'll invite you over sometime. Do you like? Okay. All right, let's go around the horn here. Kawhi Leonard, Chris Haynes reporting that he will sign with the Los Angeles Clippers. No surprise there, but nonetheless, I'm going to ask you guys for some scintillating or like analysis, reactions. Wind, what do you got?
I mean, is it just me, or was this free agency period kind of a dud around the league, man? Like, I was kind of hoping for some fireworks, but everybody just is re-signing. Dame Lillard hasn't demanded a trade yet. Ben Simmons is still, like, leaking shit left and right about where he wants to go and where he doesn't want to go, just trying to look as cool as possible at every turn.
So cool.
Just that's literally all Ben Simmons cares about, man. Just looking cool. How can I look cool in this photo? How can I look cool in this leak? It's literally it. Anyways,
Like, no, I think you're right. And like the splashiest move was Miami, which like they were good moves, but it's also like, we've joked about the Lakers' age. Like Miami is also assembling like an Expendables 3 crew as well there. So it's not like we've seen bigger splashes in free agency before, for sure.
I feel like Chicago has like really stolen the mantle of like most exciting moves in free agency, and they're still like fine.
It's like,
oh,
Lonzo. That's really cool.
Lonzo and our guy
DeMar DeRozan.
DeMar DeRozan, baby.
Yeah, I mean, I always like when a team does this. I mean, are they contenders? Are they going to win the title? Almost certainly not. But it's Chicago, right? And you could just sit there and toil away at the bottom of the East, or you could say, all right, this conference is like a little open. Let's go out there and try to win some games, see what we can do. I just love that Arturis is like, he has this very cold, calculated, like methodical aura to him. And he's just coming out swinging, dude. He is just picking up the phone and making big calls every day. I love it.
Do you think he's going to give Zach LaVine the respect he deserves? Did you guys see that quote from Zach LaVine?
I did see that.
While he's in Tokyo?
Yeah, it's an interesting way to frame it.
I didn't. What did he say?
So, like, Zach LaVine's eligible for an extension right now. And he was asked about it while he's been over at the Olympics. And he said, quote, "I just want my respect. That's the main thing. I outplayed my contract. I've been very loyal to Chicago. I like Chicago. I just want my respect."
Yeah. All right. Well, you're going to get a lot of money. I think you're going to get your respect. I'm sure you'll get it, Zach. Yeah.
Like, I mean, what if I went to Brandon Spano and was like, Brandon, I just want my respect, man. I want a raise. I want my respect here.
That's more or less how my negotiations went.
Okay. Maybe it's an effective tactic then.
It wasn't. He bulldogged me right off my position immediately. To Wynn's earlier point, fellas, about guys re-signing, KD is extending his contract in Brooklyn, 4 years, $198 million, and that's per meet. Just kidding. Adrian Wojnarowski of ESPN is breaking that news. All right. No, not a surprise, but like you said, Wynn, it's just a lot of usually this landscape just evolves and mutates pretty drastically each summer. And so far, the league still looks like it did a few months ago, I think.
I think that's a win, though. Like, isn't maintaining parity after we had super teams for so long how is that a bad thing?
It's not necessarily a bad thing, Cal. I think that's a really good counterpoint. I mean, we've gotten that used to satiate us, right? Just the offseason transactions alone. And obviously it was a real talking point in the digital dialogue of like, are people even watching the games or do they just want to see trades? So you're right that like we're sort of getting what we asked for here.
Yeah, I think this offseason's been a win. Like Kawhi staying with the Clippers, I think that's fun. Chris Paul staying with Phoenix, I think that's way better than either of them ending up with the Lakers.
This season. He can stay with them on the bench.
Yeah, that's true. I wonder how those negotiations would have gone if he wasn't just committed to going back to the Clippers the whole time with that injury. You know what I mean? Who would have tried to get him and how aggressively? But anyway.
He would have still gotten the full max, the full 4 year, the full whatever max from anyone. Sure.
We just saw that happen with Kevin Durant. They signed him when he was unable to walk for an extended deal.
Good point.
They signed him when he literally had the worst injury in basketball that you can have.
You could possibly have.
And it wasn't even like, what are we doing? It was still a sweepstakes to sign the guy that literally could not walk. And turns out, pretty good move on their part. Pretty good move.
All right, guys, those were the heavy hitters.
Oh, boy.
Here come the tinier little...
the tiny little tappers.
The little nuggets. Oh, where's that graphic? Here's a little nugget for you. From Woj, Grayson Allen has been traded to the Milwaukee Bucks.
What?
And that deal is for 2 future second-round picks and Sam Merrill, who I will have to Google as soon as we're done talking about this.
Sam Merrill's a shooter out of Utah State, I think.
That sounds right. That sounds absolutely right. It feels wrong that Grayson Allen is not playing on Utah. That feels like he was put on this earth to play for the Utah Jazz. But I do like that they moved him to Milwaukee, which also feels like an appropriate city, but just not quite on brand as much as Utah. What a bummer. I'm gonna miss hating him several times a year.
So Memphis obviously has a lot of good young talent. Happy to move on from him. But Win, do you have any like Grayson Allen thoughts? Is he a better player than he's just sort of that petulant guy from Duke? That's just sort of how he's viewed by everyone. Do you see is he a quality rotation player in your eyes?
Oh man, yeah, like he's a rotation guy. He's a rotation guy. He can be an off the bench guy on a pretty quality team. I don't have many thoughts on that.
I was just gonna. I threw you so hard under the bus.
Yeah, but I will have to say though, man, I think Memphis has run its course as my side piece team. I think it's run its course. Yeah,
really.
It's a big announcement on the podcast. I've been sneaking over to Grizzlies games for the last couple years.
It's over.
Yeah.
Wow.
I think it's over with the Grizzlies.
Who's the new side piece?
Yeah,
that's right. Although Kale, I'm hosting today,
question.
but it's your first time on the show, so it's all right.
I mean, there's a lot of contenders. Chicago's a contender. Orlando's a contender with RJ Hampton, and Gary Harris down there.
Wow.
Orlando's got some nice fun pieces. DC, I feel like, could be another sneaky contender with Wes Unseld out there.
Here's a question. Maybe you don't have to answer right now. Does time zone play into your side piece team? Is it when it's convenient to watch, or will you make time for your side piece team if it's earlier in the day?
Yeah, conveniency is a big factor for sure. The Hornets, Akil in the comments there, they're another sleeper side piece team. They were at one point last year. I was thinking about them.
Let us know in the comments what yours are. But Hornets are a good one. I thought their vibes were great last year before the injury.
They did have
the vibes are great in Charlotte right now. So yeah, location's a big a big bullet point for a side piece team. Another requirement is like your side piece team can't be that good. Like your side piece team, the best it can be is like barely a playoff team. You know?
Yeah. You can't come in here and be like, guys, I think I'm on a side piece Brooklyn Nets team. I think it might be fun to watch James Harden and
this
Kevin
Durant over in Milwaukee.
They're pretty fun. They're pretty fun with the trophy.
At that point, they're just your main piece.
This is a good point from Where's My Juice. We already know what Adam's team is because he's a trader.
No, the Suns are too good. The Suns are too good to be a side piece team. Way too good.
Scott's taking Harrison's advice, going to the far end of the spectrum, and he's just picking the worst team. You're right; they probably won't be good, but they might be fun.
That's a straight up self-loathing side piece team.
Yeah, just masochist.
Like you can't pick a side piece team that you're embarrassed to talk about. Like people just immediately you have to be like,
Houston.
Yeah. People have to be like, oh, that's kind of cool. You can't be like. Oh, my side piece team is the Portland Trailblazers. Everyone's like, what?
Just like at a party, like, dude, have you guys been watching the Houston Rockets this year?
Chicago going to be too good next year to be a side piece team?
They might be.
I don't know, dude.
They could be, man. They could be.
They're ripe. They are ripe for a side piece team just because
I love their uniforms. Yeah. And they've got Arturas.
That's the thing. But the problem with Chicago is that there's always the threat that Arturas might come back and steal some of our players. So
stop. We gotta stop with this.
They're too
dangerous. Thank you. We're planting this seed in everyone's mind.
Yes, this is not gonna happen. Why is everybody so caught up on this?
Listen, because it's Nug Life. It's Nug Life, and listen, we've been born in this. We adopted this. It adopted us. We just can't ever feel comfortable.
Yeah, dude. That's a great point.
Nikola Jokic is not going to play for.
Who said Jokic? You said Jokic.
Harris.
I didn't say
Who cares? Who? Jamal Murray?
Yeah, that's right. Jamal Murray.
That's right. Yeah.
Come on.
That's right.
PJ Composure? I don't know. Listen, I'm just saying, like, I don't trust them. That's all I'm saying. I just don't trust them.
I don't think Arturas is looking out for our best interests.
There's gotta be trust with your side piece team. You know what I mean? Like they have to it has to be assured that they can't ever cross over into your world. Like
they can't be a threat.
Yeah, like in real life, like if you have a real side piece.
This is where I wanted to go.
Yeah, they can't hang out in the same social circles, you might run into them with your main piece. You understand. Come on, Vogt.
Of course, yeah. Listen, just us fellows talking. All right, we've got a couple more nuggets. Again, not nugget-related news, just really tiny tweets to talk about on the other side of this break. Plus, a new episode of the Fan Vote ready to drop, ready to hit you in your
I thought you maybe played it yesterday. All right, I'm glad to be here for this.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. Perfectly in theme with this episode, the Fan Vote also not about the Nuggets.
Oh, duh.
We'll get to that in a bit.
All right, guys. Make sure to stop into Solace Meds. Ooh, I like that music. Make sure to stop into Solace Meds this week. They got 4 locations in Colorado. 1 in Fort Collins, 1 in Wheat Ridge, 1 off of Broadway. 1 just blocks from the DNVR bar in East Colfax. They've got awesome deals going on throughout the month of August. Dixie Elixirs, 2 for $30.
What?
That's a DNVR favorite.
You just piqued my interest, Wind.
I just hopped on that deal myself last night.
That's freaking
Whoa,
Wow.
whoa, Kale.
Dude, Kale loves
Hang
a
on,
bargain.
Kale. I didn't know. You're not right now, are you? All right, we'll talk about it later.
2 for $30 on the Dixie Elixir. Spectra 20% off. Ripple 25% off. Silver Shelf Flour 15% off. Connoisseur Shelf Concentrates
What?
15% off. Tons of deals at Solace Meds. Another deal. Drop the code DNVR20 when you're checking out. You're going to receive 20% off your entire purchase. So they got all those deals going on. Drop the code DNVR20 to get 20% off also. Again, they got 4 locations, Fort Collins, Wheat Ridge, Broadway, 1 just blocks from the DNVR bar in East Colfax. Drop the code DNVR20. Get 20% off if you're at the Wheat Ridge location. You will also get a free Solace bar or King Cone with your purchase. Also at Green Mountain Dental Group right now, sign up for a cleaning, x-ray, and exam. Get a free Sonicare toothbrush from the good folks over at Green Mountain Dental Group. A lot of us here at DNVR, we go there to get our teeth cleaned. Some of us have gotten our wisdom teeth pulled there, get cavities filled, all the dental work that you need. They can hook you up at Green Mountain Dental Group, and they will also hook you up with a free Sonicare toothbrush when you schedule a cleaning, x-ray, and exam with them today.
Is that it? You are so efficient in those. I like buckle down for a me read, but it's in Harrison time. All right.
Dude, I got a lot of practice, man. A lot of practice.
It's also not that hard.
Just a consummate professional. Everything about Harrison. It just every day I'm like, maybe I've reached the bounds of my appreciation of Harrison Wind, and then a read like that happens, and I'm like,
just pushes the ceiling higher.
The ceiling is the floor. Like, where does it stop?
George Clooney once told a story about Matt Damon taking his shirt off next to Brad Pitt. And he told Matt Damon, listen, man, you can't do that. You know, that's how I feel doing a show with Harrison every day. I'm like, put your shirt back on. Put your shirt back on.
Me, I'm like, never put that shirt back on. This is incredible. I got a front row seat to this. Unbelievable.
Unreal. All right. I think that's enough on Wind.
Sure.
Okay.
Got weird.
More Clippers news. Justice Winslow, 2-year deal to the Clippers per Adrian Wojnarowski. So that's a good pickup, I suppose. Wind, here we go again, baby. Do you have any big Justice Winslow takes?
Justice Winslow had the worst pre-draft workout I've ever seen in person in Denver. A legendary pre-draft workout. I'm pretty sure he tanked it.
He totally tanked it.
Yeah. This was back in the day when nobody really wanted to go to Denver. Like, you did not want to go to Denver back in the day. I don't know why.
Back in the day, like 30 years ago.
Yeah, Denver just had this awful rep. I mean, this was the beginning of the Connolly era. And Justice Winslow, man, I remember walking to the gym at the end of the workout because back in the day, they used to let you into pre-draft workouts pre-COVID to see like the last 10 minutes of them and do media with these guys. I remember I walked in and he was shooting from the free throw line and just airballed a free throw. And then was like shooting from the elbow and just like clanged one off the backboard. Didn't even hit the rim. It was iconically terrible.
Sick.
Can you imagine tanking a workout and keeping a straight face? Just like aiming for the side of the backboard, but that poker face is strong. It's like, man, tough day. Tough day. Okay, Justice Winslow to the Clippers. Good depth for them, I suppose, especially given the Kawhi situation. And then in down bad free agency news, Jake Fisher of Bleacher Report reporting that the Boston Celtics are engaged in negotiations with Dennis Schroeder, Dennis, to be their point guard because they don't have any good ones. And I just want to point out that they still wouldn't have any good ones after they made this deal.
Yeah. Take that, Dennis Schroeder.
That's right. That's right. Boston Celtics, Eric, not a great offseason. And it's just kind of crazy to feel. I mean, I don't know if you guys remember when they were in the conference finals and everything was just like, this team is going to be in this position every year for a decade.
Yep.
And they haven't really been in that position since. And now they're in, I mean, it's not a full rebuild, of course, right? But there's just so much in flux, the changes from the coaching staff to the front office. And now just like these kind of sad free agency moves like Cantor and Schroeder.
This is the first offseason for Brad Stevens as the main guy over there, and it really feels like he is just taking like a sabbatical year. Like they're loading up so that they can have a max slot or a couple max slots for next season. Like you're right. Like when Danny Ainge was there, they got the big three. They started like getting all of these assets. They were like, they were basically like Oklahoma City is right now, where they just had like assets and assets and assets, and like nobody wanted to trade with the Celtics because you were going to get fleeced by Danny Ainge, and like they were just in the catbird seat. Like this was their league. We were all just witness to it, and they did. You're right. They've done nothing. Like. They even have drafted decent players. I don't know what's gone on there. And it's funny. I mean, apparently Brad Stevens, maybe not the genius everybody thinks he is. Bizarre, dude. I don't really know what to make of all of it. It feels like they're like not even trying to win this year.
Is it possible, Harrison, that, you know, I'm reading a lot, Eric and I are reading a lot into, like, everything was a little weird for a lot of these teams last year. And, you know, the Celtics, like, is there a bounce back year maybe brewing under the surface that's being overlooked?
For Boston, I mean, they got Al Horford. Like, that was not very inspiring move. The Schroeder deal, not very inspiring. I mean, I don't see it. The East, it seems like, is getting better and better. I don't really know where Boston fits into that. But, I mean, the bigger story here is Dennis Schroeder. Like, what is he going to sign for in Boston? He's going to lose, like, $70 million off of the extension he could have signed with the Lakers. Like, that is one of the all-time right? – that is one of the all-time flops in contract negotiations, man. Right. The all-timers.
Yeah, he and Nerlens Noel, right?
Yeah. Dude.
I almost feel bad for Dennis, man. I saw someone make the point on Twitter that, you know, we're always like lauding guys betting on themselves, and then we just love to just bury them when they do and it doesn't work out. Everyone pile on.
Yeah, that's right. It's called Schadenfreude. Like, these guys, you're talking about a guy that, like, you're like, oh man, that's terrible. You're not getting $70 million. You're only getting $10 million, whatever, over the next 2 years. You know,
right.
Like, that's better than my life by a factor of 1,000 instead of 1 million. And, you know, like, is Dennis Schroeder's life going to suck now because he doesn't have $80 million? No, it's not. It's not going to suck. So we're allowed to laugh at it.
I would also just like to point out it's called betting on yourself for a reason.
Good
not
point.
A sure thing.
That's
that's a good point.
Inherently possible that you will flop. It is tough, almost tough to watch, but not tough enough to stop us from sinking our teeth in. Hey guys, how do you feel about watching on the new episode of the Fan Vote with me right now?
Oh, right now? Fair to Midland.
I was kind of hoping you would. That actually, I got a lot of those reactions in this episode when I was really hoping to get more positivity from my friends at Coors Field. But I didn't get much. Kale, if you have it and you're ready to go, let's roll the tape.
Let's freaking go, dude.
I just don't have the screen and it was messing up. Give me just a sec.
Cool.
Unbelievable.
That feels like the perfect intro to the Fan Vote. Just I'd stumble. It doesn't quite work.
Oh, we're back.
Welcome to the Fan Vote. I'm Brendan Vogt. I'm out here in front of one of my favorite parts of the city of Denver. We're at the great Coors Field. The Cubs are in town, so we've got two fan bases that are truly down bad, and I think I got the pick-me-up solution. I'm going to harass them on the street without any warning. All right, I'm out here with Rockies mega fan Mick. Mick, I got a question for you. A couple of questions, actually. First of all, Coors Field, one of my favorite fields in all of baseball. If you had to slap a letter grade on it, what would you give it?
I'd give it an A. I was here when it was first opened.
Less fun question. How would you grade the Rockies season so far?
Ooh, that's a tough one. I'd grade it a D. right now.
Yeah, it's not great. Finally, how would you grade my outfit today, Mick?
I'd give you about a C.
All right, that hurts. I really thought you were going to go optimistic, but thank you so much. I appreciate it. Enjoy the day, brother. All right, I'm here with Cubs fan Michael. Michael, Rockies, Cubs. Really, almost no one in there is happy right now with their season. Yeah. Trade deadline came and went. Not so great for Cubs fans. How would you grade that on a letter scale?
Letter scale, I would say like a B. I think it looks good for the future. It kind of makes sense. It probably should have happened a year or two ago. I think the real loser was the Rockies, though. Holding on to Trevor's story makes no sense.
No, this was supposed to be about the Cubs. Come on. My man, Rockies fan? Yeah, you are. You can look me in the eyes when you say no. It's okay. I'm a grown man. So much shame. So much shame. Because they know the right way to live is to say yes, especially when it's strangers calling you out on the street. Rockies fans? Nuggets fans? Baseball fan. Yeah, here, come here. Do you want to be on the internet? All right, I'm here with baseball fan Connor. Is it that undefined? Do you have a favorite team?
I just hope both teams have fun, man. That's all I'm hoping for today.
Do you go to a lot of baseball games, Connor?
Hell yeah, brother. Hell yeah.
Hey, my man. Hey, Sunscreen King. Can you spray me just a little bit on the arm? My man. Perfect. The other arm, yeah. All right, let's do it. Why not? Right in the eyes. Right in the eyes. Thank you, sir. All right, I'm here with Kelsey in front of Coors Field. I've got some rapid-fire questions for you. I just need you to grade some things for me, like A, B, C, D. First and foremost, the great Coors Field.
I'd give it a solid A.
Secondly, my outfit right now.
Maybe like a B minus.
I'll take it. Olivia Rodrigo's debut album.
Totally A.
The vaccine rollout. Just kidding. Don't answer that. My musk, my scent. How do I smell right now?
Not too shabby. I should go with a solid B on that one.
Is this a picture? I gotta get in this, Aaron. Perfect. Perfect. Miss, can I get you on the internet? 10 seconds of your time. Okay, that's fair. What if I came to you? Okay, all right. That is fair. It's not her time. She is working. I must be so annoying. What's up? Thank you. Yeah, let them know if they want it. She just asked me if I'm just a guy. And yes, I didn't know how else to answer that. Pretty much. How would you grade the great Coors Field?
A.
How would you grade? All right, never mind. You're working. I'll see you later. Miss, I'm a huge fan of what you do. I think street vendors are essential to baseball and downtown culture. Moreover, you're shining today. You're glimmering. You're your own star in the daylight sky. How would you grade my outfit today?
Good. I don't understand.
You don't.
No, I don't speak English.
She doesn't speak English. Okay, good try. Thank you so much. I'm here with an entire family. She told me their names. I don't remember. Are you guys from Denver?
No.
Where are you from?
Austin in California.
What's your favorite baseball team?
The Rockies.
Yeah, the Rockies.
Finally, how would you grade my outfit today?
10.
10? High five? All right, I'm here with Kai, who's on the clock. First of all, Kai, I'm sorry if you get fired. I take no responsibility. Second of all, how would you grade on a report card letter scale the great Coors Field?
An A+.
Are you a big Rockies fan?
Yes.
How would you grade their season so far?
Probably a C.
Okay, that's good. Actually, I lied. One more. How would you grade this experience for you just now?
An A.
Kai, you rock. Thank you so much. You want to come on? You're good? You want to be on there? All right, I'm here with Rockies superfan Dylan. Dylan, I've got 3 questions for you. First of all, how would you grade the great Coors Field? Letter grade, like report card style. It's one of my favorites.
A.
A.
Yeah, because it's cool.
That's a great answer, and cool people know that less is more. So very good answer. How would you grade the Rockies season so far?
Like a B.
A B? That is wildly optimistic. Are you always this high on the Rockies?
Yeah.
Okay, so you seem like the right guy to ask this question because I need a compliment. How would you grade my outfit?
Like a D.
Jesus.
Nice.
Fellas, how would you grade my outfit?
On you currently, are you in the
right now? Right now.
I would go. What grade do you give when it's exactly what you expect?
It's a B.
Okay, it's a B. I would give you a B.
Okay, thanks.
It's a great shirt. It's an even better hat.
Yeah, I don't. What could be better? See, D-line. That's what you got to ask. What could be better about his outfit right now?
Oh, let me think about this. Different, like a different shirt.
And there's something about your face too. I don't know if you picked it.
Yeah, I don't. Is that part of the outfit officially?
Because I would change that. I would change that if you could. Hey,
dude, shouts to Vogt, dude. Shouts to Vogt making the segment on the Nuggets podcast about the Rockies and your own outfit. That's incredible.
Yeah, man. Oh my God.
I don't know, man. I walked around and I was like, "Who wants to talk about the Nuggets?" And everyone was like, "Go away."
I would love to spend the last 20 minutes of this show just ripping the Rockies, though.
Oh,
I would love to do that.
Well, I mean, if you want to, we don't really have
yeah. Don't let your dreams be memes, my man. Let's go for it.
No. How about just the guy rolling up in the baseball shirt?
Dude, that guy was so funny.
That guy
oh, hell yeah, brother.
Was he as wasted as he seemed in that video, or was that just like a selective edit?
He was. I called that group out. I said Rockies fans, and all of his friends turned around and pointed at him, and they just go, baseball fan.
But his shirt literally just said baseball.
Unbelievable. I just hope both teams play hard.
It's like Rob Lowe wearing that NFL hat.
Exactly.
Big Rob Lowe vibes. Big Rob Lowe vibes.
So
just a general baseball fan.
Hey, Coors Field though still popping. Still a great time to be downtown, especially a day game. I'm not shilling for ownership, guys. I just enjoy myself. I just like going to Rockies.
That's the problem. The problem is, it's been said ad nauseum. I'll say it again here on the Nuggets podcast, where everybody wants to get into this exact topic. Coors Field is too pleasant. It's just too goddamn pleasant. The Rockies are an abysmal franchise. They make terrible decisions that are not defendable, and they're still number 6 in the league for attendance.
Unbelievable.
They did drop 41% in viewership at home because sitting at home watching Coors Field, not nearly as pleasant.
Sure.
Hey, man, top 6 in ownership, that is a hell of a season, according to Rockies ownership. Hell of a year. Banner season.
Yeah, we really did it, guys. We did it. Can you believe it?
We are just like the viewership plummeting. Let's hit a break, and then when we come back, we'll mess around. I don't know. We'll figure it out. We'll do it live.
We don't have another taped segment. Oh shit.
Does anyone want to bail us out of this? What?
Guys, right now at DraftKings, place any pre-event wager of $1 to be eligible to cash $100 in free credits. If America wins any medal this year, 100-1 odds on an American athlete to stand on the podium and receive gold, silver, or bronze this week. The U.S. basketball team is going to do it tonight. They're going to get the gold or the silver. So if you haven't signed up for DraftKings, quick, download the app. Use code DNVR when you sign up to turn $1 into $100 in free credits if America wins a medal. Just bet that dollar on the U.S. tonight. Could be a close game. Might be a blowout. Doesn't matter, because if you bet that dollar, you can win $100 because the U.S. is going to win a medal in basketball tonight. Let's go DNVR to turn $1 into $100 in free credits for a limited time only at DraftKings Sportsbook. Must be 21 or older. Colorado only. New customers only. Restrictions apply. See DraftKings.com/sportsbook for details. And if you have a gambling problem, call 1-800-522-4700. Right now at Hassel Cattle Company, they're giving away a $200 gift card and a cooler to one lucky winner. It's super easy to enter. Just head to the DNVR Sports Twitter page. Click on the link to our pinned tweet. It's free. You can win money and a fantastic cooler. And you get notified about all their best deals that they got going on at Hassel Cattle Company as well. Speaking of deals, of course, they're always hooking you up with 10% off your entire purchase at HassleCattleCompany.com. Just use the code DNVR10 at checkout. That's code DNVR10 to save 10% off at HassleCattleCompany.com every single time. Every single time. Finally, at Illegal Pete's at all 6 of their Colorado locations, they've got happy hour from 3 to 6 p.m. every day. Yes, even today, even Friday. $1 off drafts, $1 off house and coin style margs, $20 off party margs, $1 off large chips and queso, and large chips and guac. Free chips and salsa if you're drinking at the bar as well. So really great promotion going on there. Like I said, happy hour, 3 to 6 p.m. every single day at all locations. So stop into Illegal Pete's. Right next to the DNVR bar, they got a location. They got one on the corner of Wazee and 16th. If you're going down to Coors Field for a Rockies game, stop into Illegal Pete's. Take advantage of that happy hour at all locations from 3 to 6 p.m. every day.
I'm muted. I'm just dying to know how this sentence ends. Oh, okay, hand. Okay, all right. You never know. Welcome back, guys. We're here. We're back on the DNBA show, Real Casual Friday, Light News Day, which we've already covered. So we're going to end this segment. It's going to be real free form, real open-ended. First of all, can I just say, fellas, if you don't have any weekend plans yet, this goes to the fellas and the ladies watching at home. The DNVR bar, Colfax and York, Saturday night, August 7th. It's the best place to watch UFC 265. You can win some DraftKings Sportsbook swag, enter to win some free golf rounds, DNVR gear giveaways all night, plus, just the top pitch. You, too, could have marbling mansplained to you by a drunk Eric Weedham. So don't miss out on that opportunity.
That's absolutely true. That's true of any time that you really run into me, but it's especially true at UFC fights. The last UFC fight that we had was incredible. It was electric. The bar was full. It was popping. We went full eye test, boys. We waited for every pairing of fighters to appear on screen and then picked who we thought was going to be the winner based purely on the eye test, which is, as it turns out, in UFC is very misleading. I lost a good amount of money.
Also, on Saturday night, though, DraftKings has a private pool only available for people that are at the bar, not the ball. At the bar, we'll have a private QR code, so come to the bar and have a chance to win some money, only against the people that are at the bar, which is fun.
True.
Will do, happily. Hey, here's a nice little question from Danny K, getting us back on track. Someone wants to talk Nuggets.
Let's freaking go.
I'm trying to think. I mean, do you guys have any favorite Paul Millsap moments? I know off the top of my head, obviously him turning around, getting in Morris's face it's got to be number one, right?
Easily. There's really it's difficult. It's like there's that, and then there's just a whole bunch of warm memories that are all kind of the same of him just throwing up a shot around the rim that didn't seem like it had any business going in. It just snuck right in, just over and over. Just his steady hand, his steady play, him really being that father figure on the team and feeling giving the Nuggets a little bit of legitimacy, which is not exactly a moment, but it just sort of encapsulates the entire Paul Millsap experience for me anyway.
Mm.
An iconic Paul Millsap moment. It took place in his first season here, where he broke his wrist, had the torn ligaments in his wrist, missed a couple months, and then came back. And those first couple games, that first week when he came back, Nikola Jokic was not playing well. He was deferring to Paul Millsap. He was trying to have Paul Millsap be the star, be the guy, because this is something that not a lot of people know. Nikola Jokic has had a lot of respect for Paul Millsap before he got to Denver. 4-time All-Star, had been in the league forever, had gone deep in the playoffs. He really, really respected this guy. And when Millsap got to Denver, Jokic was like, "Oh, he's the star. He's the guy. He's got these All-Star games. He's been in the league forever. He's not better than me, but he's our guy. He's the star." So right when Millsap came back from that injury, Jokic was totally deferring to him and everything.
Right.
And there's this moment where Paul Millsap went to him in the locker room after one game and was like, "Nah, man, you're the guy. You're the guy who we're going to center our offense around. You're the franchise. You're the cornerstone. Everything's going to be on you, centered around you, not me." And that was definitely an iconic moment and just a defining moment, I think, in Jokic's ascension and how these last couple years have gone.
Yeah.
I remember too the way the team talked about defense to us, the media. It just changed after Paul Millsap got there. It was mostly Michael Malone just sort of like screaming into the abyss about how the defense needs to improve for a while. And then Millsap got there, and he was really one of the first, core players that I heard echoing that sentiment, right? And it's just one micro example of, I think, the ways behind the scenes that whatever momentum they had carrying them in the right direction, like they brought Paul in, and it just accelerated everything. And that's why I know people will look and see no ring, but they just don't get to those conference finals. They just don't make those leaps without him. He was the
exact right person at the right time for the group that was here in Denver. A lot of people remember when the Nuggets, I don't think they were ever super, super interested, but when Jimmy Butler was on the trade block, and it was what could Jimmy Butler do in Denver with this group of guys? I don't think that would have gone well.
Right.
You saw how it ended in Minnesota with Jimmy Butler and Towns and that young team that was around Butler. I don't think Jimmy Butler in Denver, with where the Nuggets were at that time, where Jamal Murray was, where Nikola Jokic was, I don't think that would have ended well. They needed a guy like Millsap. Millsap was the better fit for this group, for this team, for this locker room, for just where these guys were at that time than Butler would have been. So he was the right guy at the right time for sure.
He also, do you guys remember, Minnesota was the other team that he was heavily considering signing with that year. And I think Phoenix too. But I believe, if I remember this correctly, Minnesota and Denver were like the last two teams standing in those sweepstakes. And it's just a real sliding door moment that they end up getting Jimmy. Paul goes to Denver. And I think to Harrison's excellent point, it was just right guy, right time. And then you get the other situation, right? The total reflection on the spectrum. Paul Millsap, man, we will miss thee. Sneaky good interview as well. Do you have any predictions for where he goes, Harrison?
I don't know. I mean, Phoenix has been interested in him before. Maybe it's Phoenix again. I've got to think it's going to be a contender. I wouldn't be surprised if he eventually found his way back to Atlanta. That's obviously where his home base is, where his core 4 facility is, where he spends the off seasons. So that wouldn't surprise me either.
I mean, I don't know if I want to pull on this thread or not, but just something wonderful going down in our comment section. I guess we can just leave it at that. Shout out, not Peter honky. North. Yeah, good-looking honky. All right. Well, that seems like dangerous territory all around. Hey, let's close this way, fellas. Any exciting weekend plans other than UFC 265?
I'm planning on flying to Las Vegas for Summer League.
Whoa, that should be fun. You going with any friends?
I wouldn't say that. Nope.
Co-workers?
I would say that in a very loose manner of speaking. Everybody in the comments, the DNVR Nuggets squad will be hitting the Strip and the weird back alleys of Las Vegas to go to Summer League. What are some things you'd like to see us do? What are some topics you'd like to see us cover? What are some things you're hoping to come out of that? I'm asking because we are creatively bankrupt and we have no ideas.
No, that's not true. We just haven't had our big meeting yet.
We promised everyone a meeting. And guys, I hate to be the bearer of bad news. We haven't had the meeting yet. I'm so sorry.
By the way, wrong one. That's tough timing. Steve May be in Vegas soon. A couple people have reached out to me and DM me. Definitely holler at us, man.
Hell yeah, dude. Anybody who's in Vegas, absolutely reach out to us. We will 100% hoist a tequila shot with you, and we will get blackout drunk with you for everyone else.
Yeah, you just signed us up for quite the adventure. All right, I think that'll do it, guys. No one needs these last 10 minutes. Very casual Friday. Thank you for joining me, grinding through it. Harrison, D-Line, Kale, love you, fellas. Enjoy your weekend.
Let's freaking go, guys.
The next time we talk to you, we'll be in Vegas.
Let's freaking go.